random interesting comment from Hindu historian. Oh, this is when we're talking about changing. Islam is impervious to reform in a way that no other religion is due to it because it specifically condemns innovation.
True. However, the thing is that the text in the Bible and the Quran, there are some parts of it that are extremely clear, but there's a huge part of it that could be interpreted in so many different ways, right? So even if you say you can't change the text, there's a lot of different meanings that you could get out of the text, right? So a lot of people come and say Islam can't be reformed. What I say is not that Islam can't be reformed. I say Islam shouldn't be reformed. Islam should be abandoned, okay? Because technically it can be reformed by, looking at the text in different ways. You do gymnastic arguments, right? Even if you don't change the text, because the Quran made it very difficult for you to ignore parts of the text through cherry picking. It does have that built within it. However, people are very creative in coming up with ways to read, scripture. That's unfortunately a bad thing. Because it makes the religion stay relevant for longer. If the text was more rigid and harder to come up with new interpretation, to for pragmatic reasons to stay around longer, for when the world is going through modernity and coming up with better values, this religion tries to pretend that it's still relevant, and that's why by pretending that it's still relevant, it stays with us longer. I wish that the text was more rigid. So my response to reforming Islam is not that Islam can't be reformed, is that we shouldn't let it reform. We should let it die as a religion, not the people. The ideas, goddammit, every time I have to say that. Yeah, Islam should be erased, not reformed. But anyways, next question.
Hey guys, before we get back to that video, YouTube has fully demonetized our channel for supposedly hateful and harmful conduct, without telling us what we did wrong. If we get to 1,000 patrons, we will be able to keep paying all our team, our editors, our artists, without ever having to worry about monetization again, which would be amazing. Yay! So please support Atheist Republic on Patreon. Link in the description below. Where is another one? Oh, how was The Dissident? So we watched a documentary together recently. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll start over. We watched a documentary together recently called The Dissident. It's about the assassination of the most prominent Saudi journalist, Jamal Khashoggi, inside of a Saudi consulate in Turkey. It was a really good documentary. It teaches you a lot more about who Khashoggi was and what his values were, and how his relationship to Saudi changed over time, and a lot of the crazy stuff that the Saudi regime is up to. I didn't realize the extent to which they had IT cells, the same way that the BJP has IT cells. Did you have any thoughts on the documentary?
It was very well made. Go watch it.
It was really Brian Fogel is the director. Wait, but I know what documentary we need to watch next, Armin. We need to watch 0 Days, and it's about how the U.S. and Israel likely teamed up together to create a Stuxnet, which is a cyber warfare to make the Iranian nuclear power plant spontaneously explode. You remember when that happened?
Yes.
So it's a documentary about this. It's
good.
Great.
Let's watch it. Okay, I have proof that Harris Sultan doesn't listen to what I'm saying when he disagrees with me. He thinks he's really smart. He thinks he's really smart, and I explain something, and he already has made up his mind. And when I'm explaining my position to him, he's just like, no, you're wrong, because he's not listening to my points. So look, here's my proof. Harry Sultan is saying, so Armin, you're filtering your words and being extra careful and still got demonetized. This is why you're not listening. There's a difference between monetization and deprioritization, okay? Even if the entire channel is demonetized, we're still going to try not to use certain words, because the main point of the Atheist Republic channel is to grow the channel so that we could get more newsletter subscribers, right? So there are certain keywords that a lot of people have done studies, and I'm telling, and he's like, you're like, oh, I use this word and I don't notice the difference, as if you could use your own judgment to see how the algorithm works. So there are a lot of data analysts that keep using certain words to see how the algorithm responds to it, right? So even if the entire channel is demonetized, we're still not going to use certain words like the big H, because there might be, okay, sometimes there might, because YouTube is constantly changing the algorithm, certain keywords, if you use, YouTube is like, oops, we're not going to show this, we're not going to recommend this as much because you use that word, because it might be a radical video or something like that, right? So YouTube is like, wants to make sure that cleaner videos grow on YouTube faster than controversial videos, right? So if you this is why Harry Sultan, okay, this is why our Persian channel or your Urdu channel, for example, has a higher chance of growing than the English channel, okay? Because the keywords that are supposed to be controversial, they have that set up mostly for English-speaking channels. They don't have those for like Persian or Arabic or Urdu or stuff like that, right? So if you look, for example, you could see like our Atheist Republic Persian channel has only 8,000 subscribers and is getting a lot more views on a channel compared to our English channel, which has 30,000 subscribers, because our English channel is constantly talking about controversial stuff that YouTube doesn't want the channel to, like, these are topics that YouTube is like, can you just post like, you know, recipes and workout videos and cat videos or stuff like that, because we don't want these kind of content to grow because it's controversial. But they don't have that on our Persian channel. So with 8,000 subscribers, it gets a lot more views. So anyways, but I'm joking when it comes to See, again, Harris is not listening. He doesn't understand the difference between demonetization and deprioritization. Okay, I'm not talking about demonetization. I'm talking about deprioritization. Anyways, okay.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of blasphemy and sexy Kali, you know, like me, then that means that you probably want more blasphemous art. Well, I have good news for you. If you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below, then you get a free booklet of some of the tastiest blasphemous art available today. So, if you want some of this delicious blasphemy, and we're so generous that we update it for you guys weekly for free, all you have to do is sign up for our newsletter below. You can also go to blasphemousart.com/ebook. That's blasphemousart.com/ebook. Sign up with your email, and you get free gifts of this tasty blasphemy. What could be better? So make sure you sign up. Link below.